Hey guys, Nick here, back with another week of Monday Motivation for you. Hope you had a fantastic week. This week I came across a quote while I was trying to help a friend get through his issues, and I thought I should share it with you and my thoughts about it. It's don't cling to a mistake just because you spent a lot of time making it. And I think that's very apt because at least when it comes to me and things that I know about most of the humans I know, is we don't want to give up on things that we've put a lot of time to, a lot of emotional investment in, because we don't want to see this huge chunk of our lives as a mistake, as a waste of time. But I don't think that they're mistakes necessarily. Like this quote says, don't cling on to a mistake. They're not a mistake unless you hold on to them too long. Take a look at me, looking back at my life. When I look back at my post-college football career that failed miserably, I can look at it as a mistake, but not all of it was a mistake. Probably the mistake is holding on to it for too long. When I stopped when I was 27, 28, when really by the time that I was 25, I had known that it was pretty much dead, but I wanted to make one last push, wanted to hold on because I wanted to hold on to that chapter because that chapter meant so much to my life. But, you know, when you hold on to a decision or a path or a relationship or X, Y, and Z, whatever it is, when you hold on to it too long, you start to, at least for me, put a lot of pressure on yourself, start to drown yourself in anxiety and stress that, you know, it's this mistake that it's not getting any better, it's not getting you any closer. And, you know, for myself, I drowned myself so much in that stress and so much in that anxiety. I was becoming a person I didn't really want to be. I started hating life. I started despising everything that I did, and worst of all is I was choking myself from growing. I was choking myself from learning how a person should learn through experience and getting better through just living and making mistakes and learning from them. I was so focused that I had a single solitary focus that was making the rest of my brain power barren for being futile and for growing and becoming a better man. And I think that's the danger of holding on to mistakes for longer than we should, because our brains are supposed to use mistakes and whatnot to grow and to get better. Whew, man, got a little sweat in my eye. But we're supposed to use our brains to get better and to learn and to grow as humans. But when you hold on to those mistakes, when you hold on to those parts in life that are past their expiration date, it can consume you and choke off the rest of your life from growing and becoming better. So it's going to be tough. I'm not saying that it's not. It was the toughest decision of my life to stop pursuing football on the playing field. I stopped when I was 27, 28, and I'll tell you, 28, 29, those were some of the hardest years of my life. From, being on my kitchen floor, talking to myself, to, not wanting to wake up in the morning. Those were the hardest days of my life, because that chapter that I wanted to be still be in I wasn't in it anymore. But I feel like now that I've gotten past that, I can continue to grow and be better, and you will be too. You just have to take that step, that leap of faith, and just stop clinging on to the rope of your mistake, or the rope of your past decision that became toxic and negative, and step into the breath of fresh air, the breath of new life, the breath of a new chapter. You ended one page, you're on the next, and that page is empty, and you can write whatever you want. I love you guys. Have a great week, and I'll see you next week. Peace.